and succulent growers, it's Lynn, and in today's video this is going to be part of a series of us doing things to our brand new amazing polytunnel that we got from Polytunnels NI here in Northern Ireland. And today we're going to be sorting out the floor. Now our greenhouse here, our new polytunnel, it's on top of flagstones, and well, that's great because it gives it a bit of a solid structure. Obviously we get a lot of rain here in Ireland and we need to put something down on the floor to prevent the dampness from rising. Now with our old green polytunnel we used tarpaulin on the floor and it did the job, so we're going to be doing this today. And it might give you some ideas as well if you have a greenhouse or a polytunnel and you live in a damp climate such as Ireland and the UK and you want to prevent the damp from rising. Tarpaulin works a treat. As you can see, it's raining today. Surprise, surprise. And this works a treat. So guys, I'm going to be letting Hans do the work today, my wonderful partner. I'm going to be filming him and hopefully you'll get some tips and tricks on how to do it on your polytunnel floor or greenhouse. I know a lot of you may have gravel and stones and things like that, but we've tried that in the past when I had my old greenhouse when I lived in England, and damp still rises. But you can also get special damp proof that you can use for ponds and then put gravel on the top. But anyway, that's a different thing altogether. The tarpaulin works a treat, and because we've got a lovely wooden base going round here, with our old green polytunnel we had to put the tarpaulin halfway up. But with this, Hans has come up with a great idea of putting the tarpaulin up to here and then using a special staple gun that's especially for hardware and stapling it in. So it's also going to, any tiny little gaps at the bottom here, also going to secure it from any damp coming in. So here we go, let's get cracking! Whee! Cactus power!
Happy day!
Now, first of all, Hans is giving all the slab stones a really good brush to remove as much of the soil off the slab stones, so it's all nice and clean.
Small stones who made holes in the...
Yeah,
you know.
If there's any tiny little bits and bumps, it can leave holes in the tarpaulin, so it's good to give it all a good sweep as much as possible. Guys, can you hear that? It's absolutely pelting down with rain right now, and we're happy to be in here nice and cosy. But it's really heavy rain that we're having at the moment. But the one good thing about being inside here, don't have to worry about the rain. It's actually going to be very therapeutic when the plants are all in here and working to hear the rain. But we have had a hell of a lot of rain the past few days here. It's been crazy. So Hansi now got the tarpaulin and he's stretching it all out. This acts like a waterproof blanket. It also gives a bit of insulation as well, because this will protect against a lot of the cold from the tiles too. So it worked very well in our old polytunnel that we had, and it's a great waterproofing as well. Going to be perfect to stop any of the damp, as you can see there, from rising up. Now Hans is still using the staple gun there to staple the tarpaulin floor covering onto the base of the polytunnel.
Yeah.
And he's brought it right up to the top there, so no chance of any rain coming through into the polytunnel there. He's doing a grand job, I have to say, guys. This is all the tarpaulin, so plenty of cover for the floor. Wow.
Ta-da!
Hans is amazing, guys. Look at the floor now. It's absolutely brilliant. And it's working so hard. He's finishing off around the edges there. And this tarpaulin is brilliant, as I say, to stop any of the dampness coming up from the slabs. And then what we're going to be doing in the next video is to show you here, there's a gap down below in the door, and that's because, as I mentioned in a previous video about the polytunnel, our yard is on a slope. So obviously the polytunnel is put up straight, and where there's gaps here, obviously because we need to insulate the polytunnel and we can't have any gaps we're going to be getting a piece of wood, and Hans is going to be putting it underneath to seal it off. So there's going to be no gaps at all to level everything off. And then we're also going to be bubble wrapping the whole of the polytunnel, so it'll be totally insulated. And then when we put our heater on, when the plants are all in, we'll have the thermostat set at 5 Celsius. So the plants will all be nice and cosy, and it will retain the heat as much as possible with the insulation as well. So happy days, and nearly done. Woohoo, that's the floor all done. And it looks like a dance floor now. And Hans is just getting all prepared there for the bubble wrap, and also for the pieces of wood he's going to be cutting back just to fill up the door underneath there to cover the gaps. And that's going to be in tomorrow's video. So I hope you enjoyed this little video, and Hans done an amazing job there of the floor. As I say, it's totally nice a treat to give the floor a bit of insulation as well from the cold slabs, as well as stop the damp from rising up. And just look at the weather now, guys. The sun is out. That's the thing with Ireland, you really do get 4 seasons in one day. So the sun is coming through, and you can really feel the heat in here now. It's absolutely gorgeous. So thank you so much for watching, everyone, and stay tuned for lots more videos coming up. If you haven't done already, don't forget to subscribe, and also follow me on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook at Desert Plants of Avalon, and check out my website, desertplantsofavalon.com. I want to wish you all an absolutely fantastic plant-powered day. Woohoo!